Alright guys, how's everybody doing today? Alright guys, how's everybody doing today? Alright guys. Amateur. I'm an amateur. Reckless, how you doing? There we get our thing up. Our little watchtower. Maybe I'll build stairs coming down this way. I should build them inside, right? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Oh, I'm sorry, actually. I didn't even say. Just finished my stint in the mine and posted some pics on Discord. All right, let me take a quick look at that. I gotta figure out how to post, show Discord the channel too. Oh, that came out. I like how you made that door. Yeah, that came out nice. I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. I like that. Yeah. Oh, you got a lot of conveyors right there, huh? Oh, you did a little shaft too. A little shafty shaft. Is that your stairs? Yeah, that's your stairs. Okay. I like that. Looks good. I'd take too much out. I don't want to do that. The doors are opposite in the shaft on both sides, joins beneath the main tunnel, then separate escape route into the main mine. Okay. Yeah, it looks good. I like it. I like it a lot. I did straight down, block hopper, clear walls, block down, hopper, and repeat. Yeah. I want to delete some material. Fuck. I am a moron. I am a moron. Yeah, I did that. And it's not the first time I've done that. I've done this repeatedly. I saw it. I thought I clicked on the right ones, and I didn't. So yeah, that's me. El Stupido. That's what I wanted. That's the one I want. Do we want windows or concrete walls? We'll do concrete walls. I think that'd be all right. This is only gonna be like a storage area anyway. Oh. Yeah, but I would never really use it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got plenty of comics boxes. That's a window. All right. There's my pick. There's my pick. I gotta buy some stairs. Huh. That's weird. Maybe you want to offset them. That way you don't come right through the door and fall in. Alright. Where's my drone at? Alright, that doesn't look that bad. I should put a wall going all the way around. I should do something else with the front. I could make it bigger, which we might have to do. Like, maybe just extend this out. So it looks like... should I do glass though? Let me see. Yeah, I should do glass. Good. That's good. Oh. And since I'm making this bigger, I'm gonna go down. Let me see something. Oh yeah. I want to do that. I want all the concrete to go into the ground. Thanks for pointing that out. And then let's just see something here. 2, 3 blocks. Now, the real question is, are you going to match the 3 windows either side of the tower for OCD, or are you going to further on one side than the other for full window front? I'm going to match it up. I'm just trying to see. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that looking how it is right now would drive me nuts. Let me fix this over here too. Excuse me, sorry about that. They don't have slope 45s, right? For Windows. They just get the regular square windows. Yeah. Yeah, I would very much prefer. Why did that go? Alright, that didn't now. No, no. Thought I almost jumped off the mountain. I know. I was like, no. Glad I made all these windows. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that looks better. I like it. Did you notice the couch in my site manager's office? You can lay down windows if you catch the edge of the placing a couch. You can twist it slightly offset. Really? I did not know that. Oh, I got a bone to pick with you. So, you're in England, correct? And, you were drinking Coors Light. I figured it'd be... Okay. There we go. Or Corona. You got all that good beer over there. I noticed that watching when you're showing your grilling expertise. I'm like, wait a minute. My wife would be yelling at you. She's an IPA girl. To be honest with you, I didn't even know they sold cores over there. I wouldn't think there would be much of a market. Because I was in Ireland, it was a while ago, the last time I was in Ireland, but I don't think I saw cores or anything in Ireland. I wasn't really looking for it either. You know what's funny? Old fashions came back. Like no one drank them, and all of a sudden, like even my a close friend of mine, he just starts drinking them now. I'm like, so I found that funny. Like they came back in style. All right, let's see how that looks. Yeah, it's much better. Much better. Betterer. All right. Now we gotta wait for the nighttime. Oh yeah, Mad Men. Yeah, is that, I guess. Yeah, I guess that show actually brought it back. Because up until like if I would say probably I started hearing people drinking old fashioned. I've drunk old fashions a long time ago and stuff, and it started coming back. I would say probably right around the pandemic. All right, so that was a good little project to do. Black Apps, how you doing? I like how we could see the mining complex down there. All right. All right, this doesn't say it has any dirt in it, which is weird. Did you guys catch the Friday's update? That is true. It looks like they're coming out with those wire, I forget what they call them, but the wire Tracos. I was kind of hoping they were going to come out with that big one. It doesn't look like they're coming out with that big one. But it looks like there's going to be a massive update coming up soon. I actually Matt came online. Also to let everybody know, Matt came online 2 days ago. No, Sunday. He's still over in Japan. We'll be there for quite some time, but he has his Xbox, and we're talking about doing. So Xbox doesn't have God of War, since he's over there doing maybe Ark. What was I doing? Oh, railings. You want railings? So demanding. OSHA expert. There we go. And then, oh yeah, do we want to put? Okay. We'll do it to there for now. Actually, the way I fly around, I actually do need railings. With a ramp, where your ramp goes down, go out one flat. Oh, I think I know what you're saying. I get what you're throwing down. We don't need no stinking curbs. Like that. We don't need no stinking curbs. I gotta buy some more. No. Like something wrong? I just want to see something real fast. They don't have like half blocks or nothing. I can't. Let's be put. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it just goes flat there. I wonder if I could do this. No. I know. I don't like them. Oh, here we go. Too bad you can't interconnect them like you can do in real life. Excuse me. At this rate, you have everything done your entire real life. I know. Yeah, I do have it turned on. Let me just double check. I didn't switch it. Yeah, it's 1-to-1. What time of the day is it? I think we go to bank, it'll tell us, right? It's 5 o'clock. So it should be going down soon. That noise is so annoying. Let's drive off the mountain. To the right. Take it easy, Roger. Long River Prospect. Oh, Black Caps, you're on.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
How much? Aha. Lots of dirt. I'll let you know when you're filled.
What's that?
I said I'll let you know when you're filled.
Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Problem. One, maybe two more. And we'll be
Okay.
complete.
Top of the mountain's all cold.
Got a little bit more, and then it'll be completely overloaded.
Okay.
I can take off and jump in
Yeah, I
after
can
one.
do the ramp while you go down.
Emptied and ready.
Okay.
Sitting here wasting gas, and I don't really use light gas for some reason. The larger stuff doesn't. I found that out. Not sure why.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Wait, this excavator's definitely broken because I haven't filled up gas in those ones yet.
Yeah, I just think neither. The trucks.
Yeah, I
That
haven't
mine.
filled that up yet.
I got up and went to did this the other night. I was sitting in my truck, totally forgot about getting out. Sat here, I was gone for a good 45 minutes. Came back, it's still the same amount of gas. I was like, okay, this thing eats gas. There's no way it should be fucking still full. Oh, I figured out who that guy was because the joystick on his oh god, what is his name? Crap, I forgot it now. Shoot. I watched him a week or so ago. He does this in real life.
Yeah, that's the same guy I watch. He's an
Yeah.
excavator. He's an operator.
Yep. That's why he's so good with. That's why he's so good with the damn
The sticks, yeah.
dozer. Well, the dozer itself,
Yeah, that's true.
because that's what he does. I mean, that's his main love is that and the excavator.
See, I think, like in real life, I think operating a dozer is boring because all they do is you're on like the same mound, and they just constantly just move their dirt back and forth. At least that's what it seems to me.
Well, he does roads.
Oh, okay.
He does roads, so it's a big difference.
Yeah, yeah. I was a little disappointed in oh, I gotta blow my nose. Alright, I'm back.
No problem.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed in dev update for Friday.
As far as him not bringing out the
Yeah.
bucket, he said what it was when I watched it. Yeah, it's a little.
It does look like it's gonna be a huge update when it comes out.
Hopefully they fix the flaw with the fuel.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really that big of a thing. And again, it's like, well, it doesn't.
Yeah. I just hope they fix the flaw with the 10 power engine.
Yeah, that's another one that kind of needs it too.
That reminds me when I fill you up, I got them turned off. I didn't turn it on first thing.
You got two bucket loads, and it won't be completely overloaded, but it'll be overloaded.
Okay.
I like driving the excavator too. I got one of the ones that you scoop up. Yeah, words.
Well, that's one of the reasons I love my job is because like every day I can do something different.
Well, the way he was talking the night I watched him, what he does is every week they switch him out. Like 1 week he's driving the dozer, and then 1 week he might be driving the excavator. When I was watching him, he was telling somebody that it was his week to be on the paver.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good then.
And he said he said
Oh, it's so hot.
Well, if you don't, I guess if you don't run the screws right, I guess we're talking about your level.
Yeah.
Then it can easily screw up the road. Maybe able to get one more in there, but it'll be completely overloaded.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in a way he's doing the same thing you are. He did. He went to. I guess he's playing on Scandinavian map, but he went to the top of one of these mountains and decided he was going to level that sucker out
Okay.
all the way down. But he's doing it bench style.
Yeah,
So
that's.
I told
That was actually. Well, instead of doing it with the dozer, I was gonna do it with the hoppers, like level off
yeah.
all that behind where you're dumping, level that all off with hoppers, and then getting track hose and stuff in there and digging it, and then benching it down that way. Yeah, I gotta turn this one on. This is my only 10 I have. There it goes.
Oh, get on the road there, Fruit Loop. Yeah, he streams on TikTok too. I guess he just started. Cause uh, I've watched him twice, and the second time I watched him, he'd already hit over. He was trying to hit 2,000 views or viewers over on TikTok,
Oh, good for him.
but he like literally just started like the week before, so he already had like 1,000 followers. But he's also, if you, I watched him on YouTube, so he's
Yeah, that's
also
where I
got.
saw him on YouTube. So a lot of people probably TikTok's weird. Like I've been trying. I can't stream on it yet. Like they want to. Like I got to give them my. I gave them my URL for the YouTube, and they're like, "Oh no, you're not qualified yet." I'm like, "Okay."
Must be amount of subscriber thing. Because I know
Yeah.
that
So
dude's got
I
like.
think I got to. And I did one. I got to start post. I'm actually not even. Let me start recording this too. So I just been posting records on there right now. Why is this not going? I had no problem. Oh, grid build. That's what I want. Oh, that's why.
I noticed that he also uses the sticks to operate the machinery, but he uses a uh, pad controller
Okay.
to run around with. That's all he uses his control pad for, is just to run around. I'm like, okay. I would use my keyboard, but that's me.
Yeah, I think it's faster with the keyboard.
he had a guy, go on there, and he was talking about the trade, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
what it is for that's what it is. And this one guy said, well, because he told him, he said, don't even bother with. He said, don't even bother with going to college. He said, just start trying to get into the trade, if you will. He wasn't saying it to stop it, but you know what I mean. He was just like trying to promote it, right?
Yep.
And he's like, don't even bother to go to college. The guy asked me, he's like, how can I become a doctor if I don't go to college? That's a true statement.
True. Well, so it has actually turned around. So we take applicants in my union every year. I think it's February. Now, when I got in 30 years ago, I just walked. I went in at like 10 o'clock in the morning and walked right in and gave them my papers and stuff, and that was it. Now, this past year, kids have been showing up on Friday and camping out, because we only take a max of we only take 40 applicants, but we take 40 apprentices every year, but we take 200 applicants.
Right.
And this is the first time in a long time that, and it's good to see, because they say by 2030, 3/4 of the trades are going to be in desperate need of people, because, for the longest time, construction workers have always been, looked down upon. You don't make much money, and they don't realize how much money we make, especially being in the union. We were always looked down. Your parents are like, oh, you got to go to college. You can't join trades and stuff, And now it's like, oh, you're going to go to college and get $200,000 in debt.
Yeah.
Where, you can learn a trade for free.
And the sad part is you can go to college, you can get your PhD, and still not get a job.
Yeah.
There's tons of people out there that doctors working at bloody McDonald's because they can't get a job.
A good friend of mine, he has a doctorate in microbiology. He's a professor, and he was actually contemplating leaving and becoming an electrician.
Yeah, the way he was talking, it's like makes quite a bit of money.
Operators if they're in the union, operators get paid a lot of money. They make more than me.
What would you say? Well, I guess it all depends on the
So on the East Coast, an operator, so my hourly rate for me as a journeyman pipe fitter is $61.50 an hour. That's not including my benefits. That's just how much I take home.
Yeah, and I guess a lot of that's also based on the fact that you might end up with a few months out of a year where you're not working. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I guess
know those
there's
OSHA
a
here.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Good.
OSHA here, you are in so many violations already. This is a non-OSHA site. But yeah, so like when I first got into the trades back in the 90s, work was scarce, and you would spend a minimum of, if you lost your job back then, you would spend at least 3 months out of work.
So that's why they pay it so high.
Yeah, so like now, my area is so busy that we've been working steady for the last 5 years that we actually have out-of-towners working in our area. OSHA will fine you if you don't comply. We are always watching, always fining. That's the truth too. So like I said, we're like 61 something an hour. Operators are like 65. But let's say it rains. So if it rains, let's say I'm doing underground and it rains and they call the job for the day. If it's before noon, I only get paid for what I worked. If they start the job after noon, I get paid the full 8 hours. Operators, if they start the job within an hour, within an hour showing up, they still get paid their full 8 hours.
Yeah, I'm in the wrong bloody profession.
Well, how old are you?
I'm 55.
Oh, okay. It's a little late now. I was gonna say, you can. They're desperately trying to take people.
I mean, I still got time. It's just not that much time.
I've had guys in my 50s when I was an apprentice. They were. I'll get right with you, Dino. As a first-year apprentice, the guy was a retired sheriff's officer and didn't want to sit home, so he joined the union. The only thing is, as a first-year apprentice, you're starting out at $15 or $17 or $18 an hour.
Right.
Dino's 51. I'm not a heavy equipment operator. I'm a pipe fitter. So I work with the guys operating the equipment.
You need to put this on your resume. I do it at home.
I do operate some like laws and stuff like that. We're allowed to operate. Oh yeah, we're all old here. I'm 51. Took me a minute. I still think I'm in my 30s. I've worked with I actually worked with, so there's the crane Big Blue. It's the largest crane in North America. I did helicopter lifts where we had a helicopter pick up equipment and drop it off on the roofs and stuff. I did 2 of them.
But that helicopter must be a little harrowing.
What's that?
I said, I bet the helicopter job had to be a little harrowing.
It was actually really easy. The only thing was the backwash from the blades.
Right. That's kind of what I was getting at.
So like you had to sweep, so we staged the equipment in the parking lot. And obviously no one could be in the building while we did this. So it was like on a Saturday and a Sunday. And you had to sweep the whole parking lot to make sure there was no debris.
Yep, don't want fun.
And what's interesting with the helicopter lift, at least I found interesting, was that, so they land the helicopter, and then you give them the weight loads of the equipment, and they'll take off. They got like 55 barrel drums in the helicopter, and they'll take the fuel off because they can't lift this stuff up with a full tank of gas.
Right.
Yeah, I was fortunate in my career where I got to work on things that even a lot of fitters haven't. do stuff that a lot of fitters, a lot of guys haven't done it, and they go their whole lives and not doing any of the stuff I've done.
Might hit one more, but it
Okay.
might also overflow.
Dino, what do you do? If you don't want to answer, you don't have to. I'm just, curious. This is like a half a load anyway. Right there, okay. After 2 years,
I got most of that on the ground.
did I?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing though. A lot of times, the AC in the cabs, they don't work. Actually, I would say it's pretty easy not to get into construction. Like I don't know if you were on before. I was just telling Black Apps here. They're in desperate need of people joining the trades.
And that doesn't surprise me either.
Nah, it's just
A lot of people just, they don't want to do the hard work. They want to do the easy stuff.
yeah.
So,
And like I said before, construction. Yeah, Colorado. The Midwest is hard. The Midwest, getting jobs in the Midwest is hard. I'll give you that. And not to get into politics or nothing, but it's because of the illegal aliens and stuff like that. You can't you can't compete with them. It's just a fact. Have you looked into like the union? I know the union in the Midwest, especially Colorado, isn't very prevalent. But here's the thing with the unions is that you can actually travel all over the country, and all you have to do is just call up. I don't know how to look into that. Would it be easy as a Google? Yeah. Just all you have to do is type in Colorado. You want to be an equipment operator, or just construction? Anything in construction. Now with the union, just to let you know, you would have to go in as an apprentice if you have no construction background. But yeah, just type in, like, say you want to be electrician. Just do a Google search of the town where you're, the city where you're at, or town, and local electrical union. And it'll give you like local 400. And then you go on there, and on the website, it'll tell you when they're taking apprentices and stuff. Or you can contact them too. But like I said, the best you need to get in my opinion, electricians. The 30 years I worked, I have never seen a dirty electrician in my life. That's funny. I belong to Local 9 Plumbers and Pipe Fitters in Jersey. IOUE Local 9. Is that iron workers? Okay, international. That's the union. Yeah, that's them. Like the electricians would be IEW. Yeah, no problem. And like I said, after your apprenticeship and stuff, as an apprentice, you'll be working constantly. And once you get out, you can travel. Like the job I ran in my area, I had guys from New York, Tennessee, Kentucky, and there's guys that just go around, travel. They call it the circuit of jobs. So like by you, getting an electrician's union would be actually really good. If you want to go that, or you want to be an operating engineer, that's fine too. Because they're putting in chip plants in Arizona and all over the place, but like mostly in Arizona. And they're building they're actually starting to build refineries again, which is good.
Whoa.
Yeah, just contact them, and they might even have it on their website when they're taking electricians. So usually when they taking operating engineers, typically they'll start taking applicants right after the beginning of the year. At least that's with my local. I don't know what the operators do. So in this game, are you a fan of hoppers and conveyors, bolts to move the dirt? Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll show you. I got a whole system.
You can't see with my perspective when I go and dump this. what you've done. You definitely need to show it.
Yeah. So I got this whole thing, and then where he's dumping. Where am I at? We did a whole shaft he dumps into the hopper here, and I got a shaft that goes down this hole up to the bottom of the mountain, and then it comes out. You know, conveyors run out to here, and then goes to my factory over here. So yeah, I got a ton of hoppers. But you know, I'm glad they had, you know, I know that was a big controversy when they added the hoppers and stuff. Oh dear God. Yeah. So that's how I started out, and then we just started getting illusions of grandeur to see what we can do next. We've been doing this since probably May on this map. Yeah, I hope they fix the tunneler. It's a great idea, but it just doesn't work right.
One, it's itty bitty. Two, it's also, since you can't have it hooked up to a truck to follow you along. Well, that too, but I mean, if you can't hook up to a truck to dump it into, then you're just jumping back and forth between the two. And if you play, you know, if you're playing single player, that's just
yeah. Well, the tunneler get replaced by the bucket excavator. Yeah, I can't wait for that thing to come out. That thing's gonna be great. The big one, you can just take out mountains with it.
Like the one you're working on now.
Yeah, instead of using a tunnel excavator that, you know, Black Caps showed me and Voyager showed me how to use the hoppers to dig. That's on the wind request, of course. I really hope they fix the vehicles eating around the map randomly when you get stuck. Oh yeah. Well, so I saved the game the other day. I had this excavator on top. It ended up in the middle of the mountain when I loaded back up. And I've flown in the air a couple of times too. As this game as a whole, it's a really good game. They did very well with this game.
One more.
And the plans they have with this game is yeah, I like the front bucket excavator. It took a, you know, it took me, I didn't like it at first until I played around with it. And then, got used to it. Which we might actually start.
Okay, starting to go point in top of you. You're planning on taking that whole thing out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, not talking about it. That was going to be the last bucket you put in here.
Yeah, so I think we're at the point where we can use the front bucket excavator now. let's use that now.
An opportunity. Show him how deep this actual.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'll show you how deep this hole is. That's a hand time.
Did you jump off?
Yeah. And then the tunnel runs all the way out to my wash plant, my plant. So yeah, there I am. So I got a tunnel running all through here and dump it into here. Not deep.
That tunnel's almost as long as the hole going down.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa!
Nope.
Stop! Oh, stop! That's my fault. That's my fault.
all right.
Sorry about that.
Most of it went in.
Trying to stay out of your way, but close enough that
Yeah.
it actually. Oops. Be easier if I. Yeah, it might be easier if I go on the side, maybe. Higher up.
Yeah, if you bring it back, yeah. Back a little more. Perfect.
That way I'm down lower. And I can take a bucket up high.
Yeah. Do you need anything to get leveled? What do you mean by that? A level ground or a level as in how many levels you go up in game? a hard time with the dozer. To try to level the dozer. With the dozer. You almost there. And then... Yeah, so I cheat to level the ground out. I use the hopper method. Until they come out with something better. What's that one thing called?
The grader?
The grader. I can't work that to save my life.
The one guy we were talking about earlier, he said that's broke. He said it doesn't. Yeah, he said it does not work right. He said it's not the way it works in real life. He said, and he said that thing does not work right in the game at all.
Oh, sounds like me.
Yeah, I know. Well, when you've got the blade all the way up, you might get one more bucket. When you've got the blade all the way up on that grader, it still pushes dirt, and it's not supposed to be doing that.
Okay.
So. That's it, sir.
Yeah, it's like I messed around with that grader. The dozer, I could get working, but I can't. I get aggravated fast, and then I just start messing up. So that's why I use the hopper more than the dozer. If I can get the dozer set up right, I can do a fairly level path. Which I'm thinking about. So over there, I want to level all that out and start digging over there. So.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. So I might try it first with the dozer. If not, I'll just do it with the hoppers.
Well, when I was watching him, I was trying to watch what he was doing, like where he had his blade, and all that. And I learned quite a bit. And he said even the dozer in the game doesn't work exactly. He said it works okay, but it doesn't work exactly like it does in real life either. So. Oops.
Yeah, where I find the GPS tool to work, well, it's broken too, because when I got another refinery over there, and I was using the GPS, it wasn't staying level. And, I was keeping it flat and stuff, and it works sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't work. It's weird.
A couple pieces you hung on, the little tiny pieces there.
I see it.
Let me move. Okay. Go for it.
But yeah, they definitely gotta fix the GPS.
That's a funny thing. He doesn't even use the GPS.
No.
No, not at all. I wish it drives me nuts what his name is.
Yeah, I can. I'll find it. The last time I saw him, I meant to subscribe to him, and I didn't, and now I can't find. Yeah, he shows up every once in a while, not all the time.
Shooter McGarza. That's his name. Shooter McGarza.
Okay.
Rains almost every bloody night too.
Does he?
Yeah.
I found it easier to use the front bunk excavator to make a level area. Really? I gotta try that out.
Well, you kind of do that already.
Oh, yeah. I thought he meant the front excavator bucket.
The loader?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what he's. I might be wrong. I thought maybe that's it.
I think you're right. The only thing I wish this game did with this front end, this front excavator, you can, like in real life, you can actually dig by opening the bucket up and stuff, like this.
Oh, that's it.
That's it? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, see that bucket, man, that fills this thing up
Yeah.
quick. Well, that's because I'm getting right next to you and you're just having to swing and drop,
Yeah.
whereas with the loader, you're having to go grab it, bring it down, put it in, go back up.
Exactly. Let me just get rid of that,
Big chunk that's hanging out there.
yeah. There we go.
So add this to my resume. Large truck. How'd you get the experience? Out of war. What the hell is that?
Well, that's like when I go, when I operate laws and stuff. Like guys ask me how, even with one eye, how am I able to operate the law so well? And I tell them, I was like, video games.
I'm gonna back up a little more unless
That's
you need.
fine.
Unless you can stop now. Thank you. Parking brake on.
best way to use the excavator for sure is to keep it from needing to swing much. First there was floats and now there's ore. I am stoked that they got the guy that did the stuff for Farming Simulator. The mod that he made for the Farming Sim. Because that mod it's a very good mod. It's a game all by itself.
What, the construction one that you can add to Farming Simulator?
It's actually it's an ore simulator. You dig for gold and stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've heard people. I don't have Farming Simulator, so
Okay.
I've heard people talk about it. You're not the only one that's talked about it.
Before out of ore, I would say that was probably the best ore simulator. It was 22, but I think he has it for 25 too. I just picked up 25, so I gotta see about those mods if he has. I believe, you know what? He does have it for 25 too. He has it for 22 and 25. Because I've seen YouTube videos of it. He does his own maps and everything. And he has wash plants and stuff like that. He doesn't have conveyors though. I don't think he has conveyors. Well, I played on 22, so it was a while ago. It's very good. The only thing is, I think you have to buy the mods now for him.
Probably one more bucket.
Yeah, I played the ore simulator, the ore mod on 22. I didn't play it on 25, and it was good. It was very good. And they got that guy, they actually got that guy for this game. Let me look it up real fast. I can tell you what it was called. Alright, so here it says to get the ore mod in Farming Simulator 22, you need the Platinum Expansion DLC to access the iron ore on the maps of Silver Run Forest. But I'm pretty sure... Oh, because I put 22 in. Hold on. Yeah, he has it for 25 too. He has like iron furnaces and stuff like that. If you type in ore mining for Farm Simulator 22 or 25, it comes up. There's actually YouTube videos of it too. Because Farm Simulator is fun, but like, there's a lot more to do with that mod. So I always play with that mod. Oops, sorry. Which I might actually look that up too. Maybe play a little bit of that.
This is gonna be the last bucket probably.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're a tiny sliver away from being completely filled.
Oh, terrifying.
We're not digging, so it don't matter. Should have a good amount of coal now.
I know.
Probably not enough, but
It's never enough.
back up.
Did some fall off?
No,
Okay.
I think it's okay. This is really close. Trying to get close enough that you could just swing and dump. I guess I got a little too close.
if needed silicone ore for anything. Not at the moment. I did see on the Friday's
Rubber.
update they're going to add carbon. Isn't carbon coal?
I mean, you need a little bit of silicon and coal to make the rubber, but
That's true, but you don't really
You
use
don't.
the rubber for anything.
if you're making the parts for the vehicles, there's a couple of things that you need it for, but literally one stack of silicon and one stack of coal, and you've got enough resources to make enough parts to last you forever.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I seen on this Friday's dev thing, they're going to add carbon.
They're gonna add a lot of elements.
Are they?
Yeah, they're gonna add a lot of the elements from the periodic table. It's gonna be stuff that you're gonna find naturally, you know. So
Okay. That'd be cool.
I mean, there's some stuff that's already in the game, but I think it's not good. It's gonna be stuff that's more for mining. I mean, I don't think you're gonna find uranium or anything like that.
Yeah.
Then again, heck, I don't know.
I wish they had gold veins on this map. That's going to open up a whole lot of research in science tech. Yeah. If they're adding all the elements, maybe you can make atomic bombs.
That work, or you want me to move up?
Yeah, that's good. Lost most of that.
spun you right back around to where you were.
I know. When you dump that one out to get in the front end loader and take
Yeah.
out some of that dirt,
Yeah, because this is not.
it's pushing it further and further, you know. Oh, almost fell down the mountain there. I'm stuck. Sorry about that.
Will that work?
Yeah, that's fine.
Didn't want to get in your way while you were trying to dig, so.
Yeah. Should I get out real fast? Old shovel out.
Magic shovel.
That works better than rollers sometimes.
You got more control over it.
Yeah.
Roller's great for large areas, but you're trying to fine tune it.
That's a disappointing bucket. Oh, my tracker fell.
It did. Holy cow. Gotta call in the cranes. Wonder if they'll ever put cranes in the game.
That'd be interesting.
I mean, because in all honesty, having a pocket full of concrete blocks is a little, baloney. Of course, trying to build this stuff with a crane would be an absolute nightmare. Oh yeah. I'm in the way. You can just say, "Hey, move."
No, you're not in the way. I'm just trying to get this little bit right here.
Fuck it, I'm guessing.
Okay.
So one more bucket should be close. Or yeah.
Roadcraft is similar to this game. It has several more vehicles than this game could use to make building I broke. Buildings ain't a lot of fun right now. I'm just making castles and simple warehouses. Yeah, I seen Roadcraft.
Yeah, Roadcraft isn't anything like Construction Simulator or this, though.
No.
No.
It seemed like a little more cookie cutter. Like, if that's correct. Like, it didn't seem as hard, I should say.
Yeah. I mean, there's one guy I watched it, because I've got Roadcraft, and there's one guy I watched, and he said the name really says it all. That's the whole premise of the game, is building roads. It is. I mean, there's a little bit more in it than that, but
yeah, I don't know if I would like that game. Like, I seen it, and it seemed like if you get within the area of like placing something, it just clicks right in.
kind of, yeah.
Kind of like how Construction Simulator, the first Construction Simulator was.
that one I've never played. I was actually gonna purchase it, but another gentleman I watched, who I'm good friends with, I've been watching these for years, Bleedies. He's like, don't buy it.
Okay.
He says, buy this game, which is Out of War. I was like, okay.
Yeah, dump sand. Dino, just dump sand, level, and move on.
Yep. Maybe a half bucket, and we're completely
Okay.
full.
I'm gonna put some concrete blocks down too.
You're gonna use the loader or the excavator? I'm asking because if it's a loader, I'll back up. If it's the excavator, I'll just drive up front ways.
Excavator.
Okay.
I think we're good enough now.
Yeah, I should be able to back up to where you need me.
Yeah.
Be careful, don't want to run over the boss.
I killed the boss. Yeah, so I was looking for a game that could, and Roadcraft came on, and I'm like, oh, that's okay. I was watching videos of people playing it and stuff. And I just wasn't sure about it. And that's how I found this game.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you want to play with something that's like using these heavy earth movers and actually interact with them, this is the better game. Don't get me wrong, Roadcraft has its niche, but you don't need joysticks, or you don't need, you know what I mean? You don't need. You can use a control pad and do everything you need with that. I don't know.
I know. OSHA here. If you had a proper safety barriers, your bus would be safe. Well, let's see if I could get this excavator out. Without flipping down the hole. Push myself out. What did I do? Come on. Come on.
Yeah, some of the things in the Roadcraft game, like there's one truck called a mule, and then there's I think one mule. It's got a crane arm on it. It's kind of like the transmission arm, crane arm. You know, it looks like it's that size. It's probably better, stronger than that. But, and you're picking stuff up. It's like, That would not work in real life.
Yeah.
Plus, you can also use it to push yourself back, right yourself if you flip over. It's like, no, that don't work. That's not how it works. You're hung up on a... Hang on. Hold still. Hold up.
Yep.
See if I can flatten this out a little bit. Where's my... Hop on my shovel.
You don't have a shovel?
I don't have a shovel. Buggers. I had one, I thought. Shovel.
Can you buy equipment or no?
Probably not. I could drive it, so that means
Yeah,
I can't buy it.
This way?
Here I am worried about running over the boss. He's not worried about running over me, though.
See if I can push myself out. Come on. Come on. There we go.
Putting dirt underneath the tracks.
That helped. That helped a lot. I don't know how that fell off.
They shuffle around when you're, like, just now. You got your truck and it
Just
shuffles.
seen that.
Who needs a shovel when yet? Got dirt.
Yeah. They still haven't fixed that.
Tiny piece. Oh, good.
Oh, I see now.
You got it. Those are the bane of existence right there.
You hit them, you go flying.
You're sliding off.
Almost.
Yeah, Space Engineers has this same thing with the little pixels.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I killed myself with those things. the second one yet?
I didn't even know. I didn't think it was out yet.
It's out, but it doesn't have. It's just like right now. I think it's just space. You can't go on the planets yet. And it's basically you really can't do anything with it yet.
Yeah. I don't know if you've ever played Stationeers or not, but they just had a massive update. They changed their terrain.
Massive update.
Yeah, the terrain looked a hell of a lot better because it was all jagged and blocky looking originally.
Oh really?
Which I mean, it's still a fun game. It really is. But we're overfull now.
Okay.
Well, we got a little sliver left, but
yeah,
better to go now. Wonder if these hoppers are like overflowing.
It probably is. It's like Space Engineers. I see it doing, and I'm like, I always want to try it and stuff. Space Engineers, I'm on my own worst enemy. I always plan for big items. I always make it like extra hard too. Like I'll get my own server, and I'll download mods where you're just getting constantly attacked.
I'll run to see how much is in that.
Okay.
Hopefully I can get back in that time. I don't run fast as the truck moves. Oh no. Hoppers are empty up here.
Oh, you know what? I can I put 5s on them.
Always the ones down below that are.
Yeah. That first conveyor is probably.
The bucket's not all the way closed.
Hey, Chris, how you doing? Thanks for lurking.
The bucket's not all the way closed.
Oh.
Good.
Thank you. Just open it up again.
That's kind of counterproductive there, sir.
Just a little bit. Am I supposed to close that?
Why can't I get anything in this bucket? This is stupid.
So I might get a regular excavator now. To do this other side. Take some of this down.
Missed a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah. Not much. I moved back just a little bit, make it a little easier for you.
Perfect.
Should have done that in the first place. Yep, the bucket's not open. Your bucket's open again.
That explains
So you
a lot. Yeah, it's working better now.
Amazing how that works. Might be able to get one more bucket,
Okay.
as long as it's closed.
Yeah, it's like a half a bucket. Look at that
Out in there. Time to do the Austin Powers 3-point turn.
I'm gonna start taking down this side with the front end.
Okay.
See, it looks level, but it's not.
Oh, that's your drone. I seen a speck and I was like, as I was getting close because I was gonna go chop it, and I was like, where is it? Way out there, and as I got closer, oh, that's the drone. That's why. Is this enough room, or do you need me to move?
Oh, you're good, Dad. I think you're good. I just got a little spastic loading up. That's the proper emotion. Don't touch that drone. It's just up tickets and fines.
Print them out of each of it. Let's get a streamer behind it.
It's just like there's tickets at in the amusement parks where we play the bowling game or whatever.
Yeah.
It's funny, the job I was on for 3 years, I never figured out how the inspector role works. Yeah, I don't think it's ready yet. But it sounds like you can write tickets. You're going to be able to write safety tickets and stuff. But they had an independent third-party safety guy on the job, and he hated me. Because some of the stuff, yeah, okay. But some of the things that they push, like, I know a lot of you guys haven't used lifts, lifts for two-man lifts and stuff like that. There's a time kick. It's 6 inches high. You weren't allowed to step on it if you needed those extra 6 inches in case you could fall out of the basket.
Mm-hmm.
If you fall out of the basket at that 6 inches, you shouldn't be using that equipment. And at one time I had 130 guys on a job, and those days I was just getting called because the safety guys throwing my guys off the site. So we had 130 guys on site. The electricians had 200 guys. There's about 500 people on the site. So they threw off one of my guys, and the guy he's like, oh, 3-day suspension. You can't come back to work for 3 days. So the guy looks at me and goes, my guy looks at me and goes, I'm off for 3 days? I was like, no, just come back tomorrow. I'll stick you somewhere else. All of a sudden, they don't know the difference. I was like, there's too many guys on the job site. They're not going to throw. And then, where they should have been safe, they weren't. No shit, they are noted that for future reference. So we had a tank to go into, and the safety, I was like, all right, so when you do a confined space anywheres, if they don't have first aid on site, you gotta notify the local fire department. Because in case something happens, they had to, do an excavation of the, person coming, something happens to the person in the tank.
Right.
So, I had 2 of my guys. The fire department, yeah. So, where are you from, Diane? Oh, you're from Colorado. So, yeah, the fire department, the local fire department will do if you don't have on-site first aid or emergency services, if you do any type of confined space, you have to notify them. So they have a couple of guys, a lot of fire departments volunteer. So they have to man it, they got to man that fire department while we do a confined space, in case something happens. So I had my guys going into this tank, and the safety guy's going, oh, well, it's not confined space. I'm like, what?
One more bucket.
Because the local hospital doesn't do extrications. So the first rule with confined space, if you're doing a confined space job, how most deaths happen is a guy goes down in a tank, and your first instinct is to go in after the guy. You're not, you can't do that, because that's how people die. He's down, he went down for a reason. You going in there is just going to make 2 guys go down. And there was actually a case 5 years ago. It was a father, son, and another worker. And turn down the key. Okay, yeah, no problem. So, let me turn that down. Is that better? Well, I gotta save it first. Is that any better? Okay. So, there was a father, son, and they were working on his tank, and the guy. The father was in the tank, and they didn't test the air quality of the tank, inside the tank. So he goes down. His son panics, goes into the tank, and he goes down. And then the guy, he also goes into the tank, and all three of them passed away. So the fire department, that's one of the reasons why the fire department, because when you do... Yeah, but you got to understand, you see a guy go down, your first instinct is to help. You're not thinking straight, you know? It's very hard to not to go into the tank, because I've had instances where guys passed out, and your first action is to go in there and rescue them as fast as possible. You can't do that. Luckily, the guy that went down on me, he just, it wasn't fumes, it was just lack of oxygen, so he had a longer time, and he was tied off. It was a different situation. It is called situational awareness. And that's the biggest thing too, is a lot of people, people want to bust on the unions and stuff about, how overpaid they are and stuff. We're really trained for all those contingencies. So that father and son duo and the guy, they were non-union. And they had little training in confined space. So that's why the fire department has to be notified, because when you go into a tank, you're tied off to a tripod. But some tanks, you can be tied off to a tripod, but there's paddles and stuff in the tank that you'll get snagged on and stuff. So the fire department... So the guy that went down on me was the lack of oxygen. And we had a air monitor and everything, and he just hit a pocket in the tank that didn't have the right amount of oxygen. But he would so in that tank that he was in had nothing in it, so he was in a tripod. He was tied off to a tripod, and we cranked him out. He regained consciousness, sent him to the hospital, and he was fine. Yes. That's why they had the birds. And mining's even worse, because you can have the safe air, but you can hit a pocket of methane or anything that takes that oxygen away real quick. But that's why the fire department is notified, because they have the SCBAs, the oxygen tanks and stuff. And the rules for going into tanks got a lot better too. Like, the person, so you have now you have the two workers, and then you have a third guy, they call it the competent person. He's the one that runs the confined space. So, the reason why I got into this topic is, with the safety and stuff. So, the job I was on, the safety guy was trying to tell me this tank isn't confined space. So, the rule for confined space is limited means of entry and exit. So that means, take a tank, you have the manhole cover. That's a confined space. So I was working on this tank, and it only had a manhole cover. And he's like, "Oh well, that's not confined space." I was like, "It is confined space. My guys aren't going in there until you notify the first aid or fire department." And he's arguing me. And even the owner of the company I was working for, he's like, "Oh, we gotta get this done." I go, "You can fire me." I was like, "My guys aren't going in there." I was like, "You'll be the one that you'd have to tell, the wife and kids that why the father didn't come home today." And they relented and did what I asked them. Not a fan of the fire department. Not sure if it was a power tripping fire marshal. We built a server room for my old company, and they had to install a dead man switch that you had to keep pushing in order to prevent the fire retardant from going off until the fire department reset it.
Come on.
That's more of the rules. So yeah, I know exactly, because you had halon or
Yep.
nitrogen.
Halon will too.
And that's actually a code that you need, that because that's what halon does. It takes all the oxygen out of the room. So that's why it has a dead man switch, because I've had halon systems go off when I was in the room. For whatever reason, the electricians hit it, or pipe fitter hits it. And if it's actually pretty fast too.
Oh yeah.
It'll take that oxygen out pretty quickly. How'd you end up over there?
We won't discuss that.
That's a little weird. Yeah, holding the stop button. The dead man switches I've always had, that I've had to use, is you just hit it once and it just stops it. To hold it down and to keep that button hold, that seems kind of stupid to me. I got another story about halon. So I worked at this cogeneration plant. Yes, I had to walk away from the marshal. We nearly got into it. Yeah, so fire marshals and inspectors, a lot of them aren't that bright. Like the job I was on for 3 years, the engineer decided. So I built this job I was on was labs, and every lab had to have emergency shower and eye wash. Well, there's a whole spec on how to pipe out an eye wash and safety shower. You can't just put cold water to the safety shower or the eye wash, because cold water in the building's typically 60 degrees or lower. And believe it or not, that's cold. That's cold water. And having that going into your eyeballs and stuff will hurt it. So you have to put this tempering valve in. We call it, a mixing valve. That you supply hot water to it and cold water, and you get like 70, what was it? It could be 80 degrees. Well, the hot water needs a return line, because you got to circulate that hot water. If that hot water doesn't move, it cools down. what's going on. So the engineer in this building, typically what you do with the return line is you just, at the end of the hot water line, you just put a check valve with a circuit setter, which is like a throttling valve, and you run it back down to the hot water heater. Well, they figured that was going to be too much money. So they used one of the toilets. They hooked the return line up to the toilet and in the restroom. And I'm like, well, this is wrong. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. So, but they hooked up this return line to a toilet in the room. Return line into a toilet. And I'm like, there's no way this is going to work. First of all, it's not code. And second of all, it's not going to circulate the line. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't pipe it out that way. And finally, I got a meeting with the engineer and stuff. And now this is at an Ivy League school. So the engineer's like, oh, I went to this school and stuff. I know what I'm doing. And he's trying to, explain to me. It's not exactly. And he's like, well, when they flush the toilet, it's going to move the water. And I'm like, all right, what about the student that comes in first thing in the morning and gets something in his eye and no one flushed the toilet for 14 hours? And then the inspectors come, in and he's like, no, that's fine. I was like, what is the code for, he goes, you need a return line every, yeah. So they actually found out that I was right. The engineer wouldn't talk to me after that.
Because you made him look stupid.
Well, he was.
No argument, I was just saying.
But even though, like I said, the inspectors, they couldn't figure out why I was right. Like, I had to sit there and draw it out for them. And I'm not that, fresh poo in someone's eye. Well, this was just, this was the water feeding the toilet. It wasn't the poop line. And when you put hot water to a toilet, you get mold. So yeah, some inspectors, I had some inspectors that were very good, and I had some that I'm like, how did you get this job?
Cracker Jack box.
Yeah. I get educated. I'm a smart person.
Yes, MRT, smart.
Well, I might have called the engineer a window licker too. Google is the bestest teacher.
Let's try not to repeat what we just did.
I'm gonna be watching you. Oh, you drove off the.
Yeah.
I can put more blocks down there. Actually, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. I appreciate you guys watching and commenting. Black Apps, thanks again for the help. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you can. It helps the video getting out. I used Grammarly, but now they are usually pushing their AI. Nah, I see that even in colleges too. Well, that's like, you know, if I bust on the apprentices now that I get, because you know, when I was an apprentice, we weren't allowed to use calculators in class and stuff, and you had to, you know, you were doing algebra and stuff like that, and now they're allowed to use, you know, their computers, and I'm like, how are you learning at that point? You're not going to use a computer at, you know, on the job. So, you know, technology is good and it's bad a lot of times too. Dino, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys probably tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday, right? Yeah. Technology is the only tool, not a solution. That is true. All right, Dino, take it easy.
I log out.